Is Saving Private Ryan the greatest war movie ever made? Over 2 decades after its release, that question still sparks debate. But what's undeniable is its profound impact on cinema and our understanding of World War II. Today, we're diving deep into Steven Spielberg's 1998 masterpiece, exploring what makes it so powerful, so enduring, and so brutally honest. Let's start where the film starts, the D-Day landing on Omaha Beach. This opening sequence isn't just a scene, it's a visceral, 27-minute assault on the senses. Spielberg famously chose not to storyboard it, opting for a chaotic, documentary-style approach. Using handheld cameras, desaturated colors, and an immersive sound design that mimics the deafness caused by explosions, he throws us directly into the hellscape of war. We don't just watch the soldiers, we are on that beach with them. The bullets whizzing past, the cries of the wounded, the sheer, unadulterated terror. It's an experience that leaves you breathless and shaken. This wasn't the sanitized, heroic version of war Hollywood had often shown us. This was raw, ugly, and devastatingly real. For many veterans who saw the film, it was so accurate that it triggered their PTSD, and counseling hotlines were set up at theaters. That alone tells you everything you need to know about the scene's authenticity and power. It set a new standard for war filmmaking that is still felt today. Once the dust settles on the beach, the central plot kicks in. After the War Department discovers that 3 of the 4 Ryan brothers have been killed in action within days of each other, a mission is ordered to find and bring home the last surviving brother, Private James Francis Ryan. Captain John Miller, played by the legendary Tom Hanks, is tasked with leading a small squad of 8 men behind enemy lines to find him. This is where the film transitions from a large-scale battle epic to an intimate, character-driven story. The mission itself raises a profound moral question. Is the life of one man worth risking the lives of 8? This debate plays out among the soldiers themselves. They're not just faceless grunts. They're individuals with distinct personalities, fears, and philosophies. We have the tough, loyal Sergeant Horvath, the cynical Private Ryban from Brooklyn, the religious sniper Jackson, the timid Corporal Upham, and the dedicated medic Wade. Each character represents a different perspective on the war and their place in it there. Conversations, arguments, and moments of quiet reflection are just as compelling as the action sequences. They grapple with the absurdity of their mission, the loss of their comrades, and the struggle to maintain their humanity in the face of constant brutality. Tom Hanks' performance as Captain Miller is the heart of the film. He's not a superhero. He's a schoolteacher from Pennsylvania thrust into a leadership role he never wanted. His hands tremble, a physical manifestation of the immense psychological toll the war has taken on him. He's a good man trying to do an impossible job, and his primary goal is simply to get his men home alive. His quiet authority and vulnerability make him one of the most relatable and compelling protagonists in film history. The scene where he finally reveals his pre-war profession to his men is a poignant moment of connection, reminding us that these soldiers were ordinary people pulled from ordinary lives. As the squad pushes deeper into France, the film explores the random, unpredictable nature of war. They encounter small skirmishes, moments of unexpected kindness from French civilians, and moral dilemmas that test their character. One of the most debated scenes involves the capture of a German soldier nicknamed Steamboat Willie after the German kills their medic. The squad is overcome with rage. Ryban wants to execute him on the spot, but Upham, the interpreter who represents a more idealistic view, argues for mercy, citing the rules of war. Captain Miller makes the difficult decision to let the soldier go, a choice that has devastating consequences later. This sequence is a brilliant examination of the moral gray areas of conflict. What is justice in a place where survival is the only rule? When does following protocol become a liability? The film doesn't give us easy answers, forcing the audience to grapple with these questions themselves. The search for Ryan finally culminates in the fictional town of Ramelle, where they find him defending a key bridge with a small, battered group of paratroopers. And here we get another brilliant twist. Private Ryan, played by Matt Damon, refuses to leave. He won't abandon his post or the men he considers his brothers. This forces Miller's squad to make a choice. Do they abandon their mission, or do they stay and fight a battle they are almost certain to lose? Their decision to stay and defend the bridge leads to the film's climactic battle, a desperate, heroic last stand against overwhelming German forces. The Battle of Ramelle is a masterclass in action filmmaking, a brutal, close-quarters fight that showcases the squad's ingenuity and courage. But it's also where the film delivers its most heartbreaking losses. We watch as the characters we've come to know and care for fall one by one. The death of Captain Miller is particularly gut-wrenching. As he lies mortally wounded, he looks at Ryan and utters the film's most famous line, James. Earn this, earn it. This line is the thematic core of the entire movie. The film opens and closes with an elderly James Ryan visiting Captain Miller's grave in Normandy. He's with his family, his children and grandchildren, and he asks his wife if he has been a good man, if he has lived a good life. He has spent his entire life trying to earn the sacrifice that Miller and his men made for him. The film isn't just about the cost of war in terms of lives lost, but the lifelong burden carried by the survivors. It's about sacrifice, honor, and the debt the living owe to the dead. So why does Saving Private Ryan remain such a monumental film? It's the perfect blend of epic scale and intimate human drama. It redefined the war genre with its unflinching realism, but it never loses sight of the individuals at the center of the conflict. The technical achievements, the cinematography, the sound design, the editing are all in service of the story and its emotional impact. John Williams' score is also worth noting for its subtlety. Instead of bombastic marches, he provides a somber, reflective score that underscores the tragedy and solemnity of the events. Ultimately, Saving Private Ryan is more than just a movie. It's a memorial. It's a tribute to the generation that faced unimaginable horrors to secure the freedom we enjoy today. It forces us to confront the true cost of war, not as a glorious adventure, but as a human tragedy of immense proportions. It doesn't glorify violence. It shows its horrifying consequences. By telling the story of one small squad on a seemingly impossible mission, Spielberg tells the story of an entire generation, reminding us of their sacrifice and challenging us. Just as Captain Miller challenged Ryan to live lives worthy of that sacrifice. It's a powerful, unforgettable film that will continue to be studied, discussed, and revered for generations to come. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any thoughts on Saving Private Ryan, or if there's another classic film you'd like us to review, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of cinema. See you next time.